Right then, here we are, episode 3, and I've got something to sort out with you lot, because I know what you're thinking. You're sitting there thinking, he looks just like Richard Branson. You can think that, but you'd be amazed how many people come up to me, complete strangers, and say, you look just like Richard Branson. And I say, no I don't, he looks like me. And really, I can't understand why people do it. It's like saying, oh, you're a bit fat, or, you know, you're ugly or something, isn't it? And you don't do that. Anyway, lots of people think differently, and it doesn't usually bother me that much, but, you know, we don't usually carry on to become best of friends. It did bother me one time a couple of years ago on a rare sunny summer's day in South Yorkshire. I was sitting outside a pub, as you do, having a pint, minding my own business. And this drunken guy who looked like he'd just been let out of jail for the day was sitting at a table, you know, over there, a couple of tables away, and loudly explaining to the people on his table, who weren't particularly interested, and I found out later didn't actually know who he was, all about how terrible his son was, and, you know, how the funeral and everything, and oh my God, I don't know. Anyway, the people that he was with left. Other people accidentally sat there because it was a bit crowded, and I was desperately trying to avoid making eye contact. Anyway, after a while, I started hearing somebody singing "Tie Me Kangaroo Down Sport," and I thought, why is he singing that? And then after a bit, I looked up, and he was looking at me, and he was singing it to me. This was a week after Rolf Harris had been convicted of child sexual abuse, and this guy is saying, "You look like Rolf Harris." I'm like, not a happy bunny. Anyway, I supped up and quietly left. Unfortunately, I had to pass by his table, and as I did so, he grabbed my arm. He said, "You should shave all your hair off like me, mate. Then you wouldn't look like Rolf Harris." And I said, "You should off and die." I didn't really. I indicated that I didn't agree and tried to leave. And then he says, "Well, it's your problem, isn't it? You've caused it. It's not me, it's you." So that left a pretty bad taste in my mouth. And I'd recognise him again if I saw him, because he looks like Yul Brynner. Anyway, so I don't get Richard Branson so much now because I don't have the full goatee beard. And the reason is because I got an email from him a few years ago. He says, "Keefy mate, will you please change your beard style? Because people keep coming up to me and saying, you look just like that Keefy bloke." So I did. And now apparently I look like Colonel Sanders. You can't win, can you? See you next time with more rants and raves.